Hi, this is Reality News Japan. This channel shows what's happening in Japan based on the fact. Some neighbor countries try to give lots of propaganda to disregard Japan or to keep their regime based on full of their imagination. Senkaku Islands are Japanese territory through long history. It has been mapped since 1879 as part of Okinawa. Japanese government investigated and confirmed it was not ruled by Qing dynasty or ex-China, and officially determined to be part of Japan on 1885. After the war, Japan was forced to give up Taiwan, but Senkaku near Taiwan was not included, and it kept staying as Japanese territory. Neighbor countries recognized as Japanese islands as well. However, on 1968, United Nations announced there exist potentially oil fields underwater as big as Iraq's according to their investigation. Since then, Taiwan and China starts claiming they belong to them all of a sudden. Especially China invades that area every day, even dispatches frigates sometimes. They are good fishing places for fishermen in Okinawa and used since long time, but due to China's harassment with lots of armed boats, they cannot fish anymore these days. They try effective control obviously. I showed in previous video that many countries' media is polluted by Chinese propaganda. Japanese Mainichi newspaper is one of them who receive money from China and deliver China Watch regularly. So is New York Times. China campaigns their claim as justice in the newspaper. Titles such as More on the Senkaku Diaoyu Islands on the 22nd of September 2010, Arrest in Disputed Seas riles China and Japan on the 19th of September 2010, The Inconvenient Truth Behind the Diaoyu Senkaku Islands by Look Chinese Name Author etc. Many appropriate comments are tagged in 2013 from US people. I introduce some. Japan had the islands way before people realized there were oil and gas field, you agree me right? Japan gained islands in 1895 accordingly to the international law. As for China, they suddenly claimed the islands in 1971, after the potential oil and gas fields were pointed out. They said Japan stole the islands from us. Well, China did not say anything like that before 1971. China actually recognized these islands were Japanese territory. So you saying Japan wants the islands because of oil and gas like China doesn't sound right. Also, you have been sounding like China will lose if they go to the ICJ. That's why China want to ask Japan sit for negotiation table. You have good writing skill to justify China's claim, but I just found it nonsense. Sorry to insult, you a Chinese person and I understand you want to justify your country, but this doesn't make any sense. I mean, it doesn't work that way in anywhere in the world. To make Japan sit for the negotiation table, China has been sending Chinese patrol boat and fighters. Couple days ago, Chinese ship actually targeted Japan naval vessel WA radar system. This action itself is very considerable. Well, to me China wants to start war. You can say lots of things about ICJ, but if China thinks it will lose in ICJ, maybe the islands are not for them. China should show the followings if claims. 1. Evidence of Japan stole the islands in 1894. 2. Reasons why China did not do anything against Japan, if the islands were illegally occupied by Japan, for over 70 years. And why they started claiming the islands after UN pointed out the potential oil field in 1968. Why their official maps recognized the islands were Japanese territory. It looked to me that China is trying to play their card, war victim, in wrong ways. I feel like China is making up the extra Japanese war crime to get the islands. Japan will accept China's invitation to the ICJ if China is willing to go to the ICJ, but not the negotiation table. I don't think Japan will trust China anymore. Do you trust a nation that agitates its people to attack innocent individuals and companies for territorial dispute? China Watch Canada campaigns in the article as follows on the 22nd of January 2015. 1873 Japan invades and takes the Ryukyu Islands, now known as Okinawa. China is supplying lots of propaganda to the world and tries to make them believe as future preparation. It is successful for them to partially control Okinawa as well. Governors who are close to China are ruling in Okinawa now, mainly supported by elder people who are not internet generation. Senkaku Islands and Okinawa are geographically important for them as well to obtain all Pacific territories. Now it is blocked by Taiwan and Japan, therefore they deeply desire to surrender. Not only Japanese territories, but China claims also all South China Sea, even near Malaysia, Philippines, Indonesia, etc. According to China's theory, there is nothing left for rest of the countries. They also constructed Fort Islands breaking international law and initially saying it was for environment protection with lie, but now military base. Who believes too much greedy communist country? Do you sell your country to China only for your own benefit? We cannot expect Western countries anymore since majority of shareholder of Deutsche Bank is no China. Thanks for watching the video. I have lots of topics to show you, based on the truth. See you next time.